Welcome to another episode of Power Bourbon. It's been a while since the two of us have done an episode.
Yeah. You had that whole best of that you did with
I
the
know.
guys.
Yeah. Sorry.
That took a while.
But if you watched, the ultimate decider, and I gave credit, was this one right here. So we were stuck in a three-way tie.
You did run upstairs and said,
Yeah.
quick, taste which one and tell me which one you like best.
Tonight, a new bottle dropped in Louisville, causing all types of chaos. Everybody's like wanting to know everything. So naturally, to jump on the hype train, I had to get a video out really quick. And thankfully, Heather agreed to help with that. So tonight, we are going to record an episode about Old Forester 1924. So what is it? What's the hype? Everything like that. So it is not Old Forester distillate. They said that. It's a new recipe. And I will link a picture because I do not remember off the top of my head what that recipe is. But basically, interestingly enough, it is the same recipe as Early Times, which
Really?
Brown-Forman used to own before they sold it to Sazerac about 5 years ago. And Early Times was bottled in bond, which means it had to be a minimum of 4 years, but it could be older, which all of that kind of comes out to mean 10 years old.
Huh.
Interestingly enough. Now, am I saying it's Early Times exactly? No, it's their mash bill, though, and Early Times was a Brown-Forman product, not an Old Forester product, so everything kind of works out in a way to hint that that's what it could be.
Yeah.
And that's the same mash bill they used for King of Kentucky, which is also another really sought after thing. So all we know is it's 10-year old. It's not bottle and bond. 100 proof bourbon. That doesn't use the general Old Forester mash bill. Annual release, part of the Whiskey Row series, so it's not going to be readily available like all the other 4 ones are, the 1910, 1920, and all of those. But it'll be released every year. They didn't say if it would be 1 time a year or 2 times a year, but every year, and it will always be part of the Whiskey Row series.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Just at the distillery or anywhere?
Distillery and limited stores. So apparently it's hitting all over Louisville this week. People are going crazy. North Carolina didn't follow their embargo and they released it in December. So people have already been reviewing it and everything like that. So this will be fun to see. I have not told Heather the price tag, so that'll be fun.
Just don't tell me. At
see
this
what
point, I don't want to know.
Yep. So all right, let's see what we think. Yeah, so on the nose, super cherry, medicinal, old.
Really? I'm getting like a sweeter honey, almost like a barrel-aged honey. I think it's a great nose.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very delightful, but definitely not the banana Old Forester note
No.
you normally get.
No. A hint of nuttiness.
Yeah. Delightful.
Let's hope it
Yep.
tastes as good as it smells. Ooh. Yep.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
Yes.
Great baking spices.
Yeah, I get like a fudge covered graham cracker. Is what I get. So like it starts out, it's sweet, vanilla, but then it goes like dark chocolate and finishes with this like graham crackery cinnamon finish for me. So it's very like, if I'm making s'mores on a campfire, this is that bottle.
But I'm not getting any like marshmallow
No,
that you would get in a s'more.
fair enough.
I don't know, I think it's more candy bar-ish. You could pair it with a candy bar. What candy bar would this match to?
I mean, if I'm choosing candy bars, I'm going Milky Way because,
You
that's
think
my-
that pairs with this? There's no caramel though.
No. No, that's just good quality bourbon is what that is.
It's very good. I'm getting more like baked goods. Like I said, the baking spices, but also like the sweetness, some kind of iced baked good. I'm not getting as much cinnamon, so I can't say cinnamon roll. But like a bread loaf, not quite banana bread, because I'm
Yeah.
actually not getting that much
No.
banana
No, very little.
on this Old Faux product, which is strange.
Again,
Normally, I would pick that out
Yeah.
immediately.
that goes back to the different mash bill. I think it's very off profile from a general Old Forester, but
Yeah.
it's very, very good.
Yeah, I'm kind of just getting an iced cake. Similar to like birthday cake, birthday bourbon, maybe? Is there something that's similar there?
Nope, that's the Old Forester
Oh.
lineup. But I think it is their play on you're not going to be able to get birthday bourbon. Maybe you can get lucky and get this, and this is going to be a limited release type thing. So the Whiskey Row birthday bourbon is, I think,
Yeah.
the idea.
Yeah, because now that I say it, I'm like, this does kind of make me think of birthday cake in a glass with a bit more baking spice. And maybe, yeah, just that slight nuttiness.
Maybe a multi-layered chocolate cake, whatever those are.
Yeah. Is there something like a black walnut cake or something? Is that a thing?
That could be. I'm sure it is somewhere. But yeah, it's not like the convection sugar angel food cake
No.
or like cake in a box cake. It's like a dark, fudgy, multi-layered chocolate cake. Yeah. So everything in the Old Forester line or the Whiskey Row line is about $60.
Okay.
So
That's
how
not
much
bad.
would you pay for this? Like, what do you think it is? Now, all the other Whiskey Row are non-age stated, except for the bottle and bond, which we know is 4 years. But to be fair, all the others don't have an age, so they have to be at least 4 years too.
You want me to say, like, what I think you should pay for it?
What would so if you were out because you are just as much of an educated bourbon consumer as I am? So, what would you think this is worth? You've had Booker's, which is $100. You've had other stuff that's 30. You've
I mean,
had a whole gamut.
I would say 90.
$90.
Between 80 or 90. Yeah.
Okay, and you think it's so that's what you would.
This is a 10-year, 100 proof product.
So that's where you think it should be marketed is 80 to $90.
I think that's fair.
Okay, and that's what you'd want to pay for it.
And it's a limited
Right.
thing, and yeah, I would say between 80 and 90.
Okay, 120.
Okay.
Not
It's
far
not
off.
that much
Yeah.
higher, but still. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably still just going off the craze
Yeah.
of things right now, right?
I think it is a great bottle at, I would say, the $80 range. I think if they priced it at 75 to 80, like, you would have to have this on your shelf all the time.
Yeah.
I think at the 120 where they put it, I found it. I did it more for the channel to be able to do this, but having tasted it, I think it's good. I don't think it's anything so amazing that I would have to like have.
You're not going to hunt it.
Right, no. And I think even if I didn't have the YouTube channel or I didn't have friends that come over and drink and try bourbon and want to try it, I think I would have passed at $120. I think
Really?
it's good. I don't think it's that good.
Okay.
I think we've had better Bookers.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that that's fair to compare because we know Booker's is much higher proof.
That's true.
And I like being 100 proof, I feel like puts it in that special category where like it's meant to be lighter and easy drinker,
Yes.
but still is packed with a lot of flavor, which I think you're getting with this.
So here's my caveat to it all. Russell's Reserve 10-year, $35, $40. Eagle Rare, which is 10-year, $35, $40. Like, you can just go down the list
Sure.
of low-proof 10-year bourbons
Sure.
that are. So I think that's where they know it's for the new bourbon consumer, which is you want it, you got to have it, you're going to have it more as a...
Well, and the name's behind it too, right?
Yes.
You know, you're like, Old Faux, I like Old Faux. Oh, this is a special aged product. I know I like 1910, 1920, so I'm gonna get this.
Yeah.
It's got that brand name that's carrying that higher price tag too.
Yeah, I think it's one that if you see it, and you're big into bourbon and you buy it, you're not going to be disappointed, but you're not going to be like wowed. It's going to be.
If you were going to a bar and they were serving, how much do you think they would charge per
1 ounce?
Yeah.
35, 40.
For just a pour of it.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, limited edition.
That would be crazy. Because I would say like, oh, if you see it, like try it at a bar.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be way up there. Unless like they're running a special deal or something like that. No, it's gonna be up there. Yeah, I think it's that. I don't think it's absolutely not worth overpaying for it. I don't even know if I can say it's worth like hunting for it, but it's one of those like if you're there at the liquor store, you've got a relationship with the person. They're like, hey man, I got this for you. If you see it, pick it up. But if you also miss out on it, like Heather said, go to a bar, find a pour of it, and you're gonna see like it's good. It's not this amazing unicorn tears thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think your challenge should be to find the dupe. Find the exact match, like flavor profiles that are very similar for a lower cost.
Oh yeah, we're definitely.
So then you can tell people, if you want to know what this tastes like, go get this instead.
Yeah, we're definitely on the channel coming up. We will do a blind, but I wanted to get this out now. I will get Brian, Chuck, and we'll get Heather on for this, and we will do like some really cheap things like Early Time Bottled and Bond, Cooper's, Craft, and a couple other, and we'll put this in here, and we'll just see if it stands out, and I don't think it will. So.
All right, we'll see.
Yep. All right, so let us know in the comments below. Have you tried 1924? What'd you think? Is it the most amazing unicorn tears you've ever had? Or is it a good Old Faux product? Or maybe for you, because it's off profile, it's the worst Old Faux you've ever had. I don't know. They did well. They priced it, I think, absolutely where they're going to sell a ton because people are going to buy it without a doubt.
Yeah.
But it's more because of the era we're in right now with bourbon and less compared to what is in the bottle. So, cheers. And we'll see you next time.
Yep, that was fun.
Yeah.
See ya.